here's my take on Florida State. And I'm going to share this statement from Mike Norvell because it's a really good statement, actually. Norvell said, "I am disgusted and infuriated with the committee's decision today to have what was earned on the field taken away because a small group of people decided they knew better than the results of the games. What's the point of playing games? Do you tell players it's okay to quit if someone goes down? Do you not play a senior on senior day for fear of injury? Where is the motivation to schedule challenging non-conference games? We are not only an undefeated Power 5 conference champion, but we also played 2 Power 5 non-conference games away from home and won both of them. I don't understand how we are supposed to think this is an acceptable way to evaluate a team." And it's hard to argue with him because they beat Florida, or excuse me, they beat LSU, who's probably going to have the Heisman Trophy winner, player on their team. They had an incredible season. Now, here's where it gets tricky. The committee's supposed to pick the 4 best teams. Now, do I think that Florida State, without their top 2 quarterbacks, is one of the 4 best teams in the country? No, I don't. I don't think that. However, that is completely subjective. You think about this. My issue with saying just pick the 4 best teams, well, who knows who the 4 best teams are? That's my issue. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. If Washington plays Georgia, Georgia probably beats Washington. If before yesterday, a whole bunch of people, both of us on this podcast included, thought Georgia was better than Alabama. And spoiler alert, they might be still. They weren't yesterday. It's like that's why basketball and football, or basketball and baseball, you got best of 7 series, because then you really find out who the better team is. One bad call or one bounce of the ball a wrong way can change a game, one game. So my thing is, who knows who the best team is? Nobody knows, because not all the teams play each other. That's why Michigan's ranked number 1. There's no way Michigan's the best team in the country. I'm sorry, they're not. They've played Ohio State. That's it. That is their sample size. 1 game, because the rest of the Big Ten is so weak. So there's no way to know who the best teams are. So you have to go by something that is quantifiable, something that is valid. And that's why I think Florida State got the shaft. Do I think they're one of the best 4 teams? Nah. Should they have gotten in the playoff? Yeah. It is the best teams, not the best players. Yes, Florida State's quarterback is injured. He can't play. But there's 84 other scholarship players on that team that had a say in how their season went this year. That defense yesterday, Louisville was averaging 33.6 points coming into that game. Florida State held them to 6 points. Like, their defense played their tails off. There are 84 other scholarship players and walk-ons after that who worked their tails off all year to earn a spot in the playoff, being an undefeated Power 5 champion. They should have been in. That's I don't see any way around it. Do I think that, like I said, do I think they're one of the best 4 teams right now? No, but the key word being think. I think they are not. And that's what this has turned into, is it's just the subjective opinions of people in a room who, whether they admit it or not, have biases that they can't get rid of because they all come from different schools all around the country. And as hard as they try to be unbiased, you can't totally get rid of that. And that is why I'm looking forward to a 12-team playoff, because I think we'll get a better representation of who the real best team in the country is with a 12-team playoff rather than a 4-team playoff. That's why I'm looking forward to that. So that was my soapbox for the evening, I guess.